It is Monday, January 6th, 2020. I am a leadership and team engagement coach, and today I am here to talk about belief systems in leadership and is it important? So there's a quote that says, your reality is a reflection of your strongest belief. So what does this have to do with leadership? As I saw that quote, I was wondering how important it is to have 100% belief in your ability to achieve your goals as a leader. For example, what if you go into a goal and you only believe 70%, or you have 80% belief? You're pretty sure you can achieve the goal, but you're not at 100%. Well, here's the thing. When you 100% believe that you can achieve a goal, it's a lot easier to go. It's easier to because you're confident in. It's easier to persevere when things don't go as planned because you know 100% that your goal is going to be accomplished, right? So think about something you may have going on this week or a big project at hand. How much do you believe in your ability to achieve that goal? Anything less than 100% belief in your ability to achieve that goal can cause doubts to creep in, fears, maybe question marks, worry, stress. You may find yourself because you're afraid that other people don't have the ability or they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Makes it much harder to stay focused when you don't have that 100% belief in your ability to achieve the goal. It makes it a lot easier to get distracted. So when we don't have that 100% belief, when there's any kind of doubts or fears creeping in, that I'm going to talk about today. One of them is to ask yourself the question, what's the worst that can happen? Goal, what's the worst that can happen? And the thing that's good about that question is that any fears you have can be put to rest if you can handle the worst case scenario. And usually the worst case scenario is not going to happen. Usually it's in our mind. But okay, the worst thing that happens is that, like, what are the chances that's going to happen? Probably pretty slim. But if that's the worst thing that can happen, and you can go there in your mind and say, if that happened, life goes on, I'll figure it out, then you can put those fears aside because you can handle the worst thing that can happen. So it's just a quick question to ask yourself that allows you to say, yeah, I can handle the worst thing, no worries, put it aside. The other thing that tends to happen sometimes, especially when there's a big project to accomplish, or maybe you have a lot of people on the team and you're not quite sure of how committed they are. So, and it's too much, like you have this big thing. So sometimes when the big picture is too big for you to have that 100% belief, what you get into segments, and you probably do that anyhow, but break it into benchmark A, benchmark B, benchmark C. Make these benchmarks, 100% you can achieve it. The goal is to get 100% belief behind the task at hand. As a leader, when you know you can accomplish something, I know end of next week, we can do this 100%. That gives you confidence, that builds confidence in your team. It increases your belief that you can accomplish the big goal, because as you move along every benchmark, you're going to do it. If you get to a benchmark and you don't quite get there 100%, you're really next one. But we have 100% belief as a leader in our ability to achieve the task at hand, to reach the goal. That is going to come through how you show up. That's going to come through in how you inspire, lead your team, how you alleviate their stresses, any kind of insecurities they have, any kind of lack of confidence they have. If you have that belief, whether that you're talking about the week or you're talking about the year, as long as you have that belief as a leader, you are going to come across as someone that they can count on and you will be able to get the job done. Come close to it. But you already know that you can handle the worst case scenario, so you're good to go. And so is belief important with leadership? I believe yes. I believe it's extremely important, and the closer you can get to 100% believing in that, and the better shot you have success. The other part of belief that we want to talk about, which I'm not going to talk about today, is just your own personal belief systems and how they show up. So I will hop on tomorrow and chat about that. For now, have a great rest of your Monday, and I will see you tomorrow.